So we are going to call this your guacamole challenge.
Really?
Yes.
Why is it a challenge?
Because we had so much fun with the reaction from our classic egg salad with a twist that I really want to, like, I don't know, relive that, if you will, but with a different recipe. And a lot of people make guacamole, so I want to know what you use and how you do it.
Do I need to call anyone out again?
No.
Okay.
Although they did enjoy it, from what I understand.
And they did a great job.
They did.
Yeah.
If you like the content that you see on this channel, please do subscribe. We really appreciate that. Did you want to talk about the ads?
I did on my thing.
What did you say?
I just said, listen, you might see ads from time to time. We make them skippable.
Oh, yeah.
But this is how we monetize. So if you see something you like, great. If you don't want to watch it, don't.
Just click skip ad.
But it allows us to keep doing these things for free for you.
Yeah, so that's good. You put it very succinctly, because I don't want that to drive you crazy. But we are going to make guacamole, and I actually don't, well, I do have a source. The source for it, which is why I really don't even have measurements. It's kind of eyeballing, because when Kyle, Paul's son, and girlfriend came to visit, they were very sweet and they were great house guests. And one night they said, we want to make dinner for you, so you guys don't have to do anything.
They did the gluten-free lasagna, which is on our thing.
Yes, exactly. That's the one that's on the channel.
The guacamole that's going to be on the thing.
Yes. So I confirmed with her, I mean, we've been making the guacamole since then, but I confirmed with her, I said, I'm just kind of making it like by memory. Is there anything that you add that I've forgotten? And she said, well, I don't add tomatoes, but I do add cilantro. So the way that we're going to make ours, and I'll show you everything that you need, and I figure this is going to be a really fast recipe, so that'll be fun. But as I say, write in the comments below how you make your guacamole and if you do. And by the way, avocado is like one of the best foods that you can eat. They call it one of the good fats.
I will have the randomly throw out the advantages of it as we go.
I love it.
Because I have very little to do again as second apron.
Yes, first apron.
I'm Mr. Cilantro.
All right, speaking of that, I'll tell you that you are, for our recipe, going to need cilantro. Again, I don't really know how much, but we're going to eyeball it. It's probably going to be a couple of tablespoons.
Right.
You'll need an avocado, and there's kind of an interesting story about that too. We add tomato to ours.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Onion, white onion, and then the juice from part of a lime. I don't add a lot of that either. Oh, and then salt and pepper to taste. And then after you've made the guacamole, oh, you have to have your chips. So I thought I'd throw that up. Isn't that the cutest little clip? It's like this mini clothespin. I don't even know where I got it, but I love it. Okay. So this will be fun, quick, down dirty, and then that can become your lunch, it can become your appetizer, it can become a little snack, and we're going to kind of serve it up as a snack.
And you don't have to preheat the oven.
Yes, no preheating.
All right, I'm going to cilantro, and I'll give you number one on the advantages of avocado.
Okay, very good.
Avocado is easy to include in your diet and is delicious.
Okay, well that's very true. And I know that we're a little behind the times for Cinco de Mayo, kind of missed that, but that's why I decided to do this anyway, because guacamole or avocado is so good for you that why wait for the 5th of May to make your guacamole?
I think Siete de Mayo is fine.
Okay. One of the things that I've also done, and this is kind of just my own little trick, I have chosen to use a grapefruit spoon to get out all of the meat from the avocado. And I don't know, I just find that it's easy. I can get as close to the skin as possible, and it kind of helps me get out that little seed inside. But the thing that I was going to say about the interesting story about avocado is that when we loved their guacamole so much, Carolyn's guacamole, I said, okay, I want to start making that because I know it's so good for you. And I needed to learn how to buy avocado because you're not really taught how to buy a certain type of food. Or were you taught how to buy a certain
I remember
type of food?
Learning about it, and I'll let you tell the story though. Unless you don't want to, because I'm so tied up with my cilantro.
You're so preoccupied. You can't walk and chew
No,
gum.
I will tell you that I do know a little bit about it.
Okay. Share
So
with the
basically,
class.
when you go in there, you see avocados that are green, you see some that are half and half, and some that are like brown. And as it gets to really that brown phase is when it's really ready and ripe. If you try green, it's going to be a little too hard. So
And
when
we've
I'm,
made that mistake before.
yes, and when I'm buying them, I'm getting kind of the blend that has a little green and a little, and then by a day or two later, it's perfect.
Yep.
And that's what I do. So what I'm thinking now is number 2 on the advantages
okay.
of avocado.
Go right ahead. I'm ready.
Avocado might help you lose weight.
Oh, we like that.
And there's a reason for that, and it's on one of the other advantages, and I'll talk about that when we get to it, of how it might help you lose weight.
Okay, sounds good. Well, you got my ear at lose weight. I definitely caught up with the COVID-19 syndrome there for a while. I've lost 2 of the 5 I gained, but
Did you?
Still, yeah, but you know, it's always that last 5 that everybody talks about that's so difficult. Just having too much fun with eating guacamole all the time.
When you're ready, the cilantro is ready.
Okay.
I know that's gonna go
So
last.
how much do you think eyeballing it did you make? About 2 tablespoons? A couple teaspoons?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say it's to me, for one avocado, this is perfect.
You know, and you just brought up a great point that
Want
I
me to
meant
show
to.
you?
Yes, that I meant to mention
Yes.
is that we are obviously just using 1 avocado.
Yeah. Correct.
Because the other thing I have found, this is another cue for you to write it in the comments below. If you have figured out a way to make avocado or guacamole last longer than just a day
that's
or
gonna
a
be
couple
tough.
hours, let me know, because that's the reason that we, when we make it for the 2 of us, only use one avocado, because I haven't found a way to save it, and the next day it doesn't look as appetizing. It doesn't.
Because it starts to turn brown.
It starts to turn. Somebody told me something about like squirting it with lemon. Of course, we're already putting lime in it, so I don't know if there's an airtight container that helps you when you do that.
Well, it's
But I'd
so
love
good
to
for
know.
you, maybe you need to eat it all.
Yeah.
So I'll go to number 3.
Here come back the 5 pounds.
Avocado might help in preventing cancer.
Really? That's interesting.
Number 4.
That's definitely inspiring too, to think about it being that good for you.
Number 4, avocado might help in relieving arthritis.
Ooh, that's a good thing to know too. You know, and it's so funny. You always hear about the aches and pains of grandparents and then parents, and you think, that's never going to happen to me. And then you start going, what's going on with
Well,
me?
it was when we played
think I have
grandparents in that thing.
Is this what arthritis feels like?
Oh, I've known arthritis for a while.
Yeah, you said you have it in your
my
foot,
foot,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, he always recognizes it again when he plays basketball.
Yeah, so what happened was somebody stepped on my foot playing basketball. It hurt so bad.
Ooh, I bet.
And I wasn't sure. And of course, I wouldn't go to the doctor because the doctor would say, well, quit playing basketball, idiot.
You have 2 choices.
So I finally acquiesced and went to see the doctor. They took the x-ray and they said, oh, you got arthritis in that part of your foot. I said, is there anything I can do for it? No. I said, okay.
Okay then,
Good to
thank you
go.
very much.
Avocados. All right, so that was,
Well, there is something you can do for it, at least something
Yes.
else that we
Yeah,
learned, and that is
glucosamine.
glucosamine. So we take that every day too.
all right.
Oops, I need to cut this.
Powerful antioxidants that can protect your eyes.
Oh, really? Now
about
you've heard
that?
about carrots protecting your eyes, but I
But
hadn't known about avocado.
and it helps, especially in older Americans who might get macular degeneration.
Oh, how about,
How about that, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I keep walking out of this one shot so I can read my thing.
Why don't you bring it over here and bring your cilantro with you? I'm about
Okay.
ready for it.
All right.
Apron 2.
Okay. Promotes health. Now I'm thinking, why'd you put that in? You're saying all these other healthy reasons.
Right.
So we can just scratch number 6.
Why?
Promotes health.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to give a
right.
because.
Number 7, helping in the absorption of nutrients from plant foods.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, well, there are certain, like a catalyst, to help you benefit greater from some of the other things that you're eating.
It smells amazing already.
Oh, you know, this is interesting too.
What?
Because we had not used cilantro in our recipe before, I thought when she told me, well, I like to sometimes add cilantro if I have it. And I said, well, it's probably, to ourselves, it's probably just for looks because it would be very pretty with the green. Then I opened this up when Paul bought it and I said,
and when you cut it, it releases the flavors even
it's
more.
like basil, where it really goes, wafts under your nose and smells so good. So anyway, I'm excited to
You
put
dropped another leaf on me. Now I gotta cut that thing up. All right, number 8.
8.
Avocado lowers cholesterol and triglyceride levels.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. It's one of the good fats where they talk about the LDL versus the HDL. This is good in the HDL.
Judy's a living example of that.
Yeah.
Number 9, high fiber content.
That's also very good and very necessary. I started a new habit, which has nothing to do with guacamole, but I am eating an apple every day.
Yes, you have been.
And
Your little Fuji apples.
My little Fuji apples, I love them. And do you know how long ago it was that somebody told me A, about Fuji apples, and B, about eating an apple or at least a half an apple every day? Remember Tina Berry?
I do.
From HSN?
I do.
She was a host. And when I first went there back in, 2005, I guess.
Yes, she was eating a Fuji apple.
We got into this conversation and she said, oh, girl, you need to start having Fuji apples every day. And I said, a who apple? She said, Fuji, they're so good. That's all I eat now.
Which is what we use for every day.
Yeah.
Okay, number 10.
10.
Heart-healthy monounsaturated fatty acids. Number 11.
11.
I'm hurrying because she's almost done with the recipe.
I am. It's such, by heart, and as you can tell, I really wasn't measuring. It's an eyeball thing, but
Okay,
here goes the line.
rich in potassium.
Okay.
Now, number 12, I'm going to scratch also because this like promotes health. Come on, all these things we're talking about.
Another one that, it says it again.
Incredibly nutritious.
Well, we can testify to that.
13, good for diabetic patients.
Diabetic patients.
14, helps in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. So your vitamins might be more effective.
So not just the nutrients from other foods, but your vitamins. Good.
And the last one will make me go back to 2. This number 15 says helps to regulate your appetite.
Maybe that's how it helps you lose weight.
Right, and here's why. They actually gave a reason why. So people who eat the avocado are like something 23%, they eat 23% less because it makes you feel more full.
Well, that's true.
So, but it's not in a bad way. It's not big, calorie rich full. It's a, healthy fatty acid full.
Right.
So anyway, those are the 15.
Isn't that fun?
Actually, I'm going to say 13.
Got a health lesson.
I'm going to say 13.
In addition to learning how we make guacamole.
No, it is spectacular.
But I can tell you that when we had this, because we did make it last night too, and I said, we need to put this on camera. So we're having a second day in a row. But I did only eat half my chicken breast. So maybe that's, a testament to what you're talking about.
I ate it all.
You did, I know. It was pretty good. Oh, you know which one it was? I did the Swiss cheese chicken. You'll also find that in our recipes in the kitchen with Paul and Judy, because we put that on camera too. All right, eyeballing the pepper and eyeballing the nice salt. It's very nice. You'll remember that from the egg salad.
Well, we really would like to see how you're doing yours and compare to what we're doing.
I think it'd be so much fun. They can't send photos on YouTube, but they can send them to me in Messenger.
Right.
So if you're into social media and on Facebook, definitely do that because it's awfully fun. And then join us for Sunday Fun Day where you'll see your pictures.
Do you want
this?
That's
great.
Okay.
Sure. We're ready to serve that up.
I know we have to be ready to toast.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about avocado toast.
No. Although, I'd like to try that. I've never had. So tell me how you make your avocado toast too. I'm just sponging off you guys for ideas. No, it is fun. It really is fun. It's a great way to be able to interact. And I have realized from just doing this channel how good of a cook you are, because I'm just getting all kinds of suggestions, and then some are mom's recipe and some are grandmom's recipe or tried and true. I tried this, that didn't work so well. So love to hear them. Okay, a few more details.
Yes, what would you like me to do? Nothing?
Nothing? Actually, yeah. You know what? Let's add some cocktail peanuts in one of these little cubbies. And even for just the two of us, we'll make it pretty. Oh, more than that.
Oh, okay.
Don't be stingy.
All right. You said a little peanuts.
I know. I did say I wanted to lose weight, didn't I?
Yeah. There you go. Is that enough?
Oh, that's pretty. Yes, beautiful. Look at that. All right. So what I need to do is get some of this stuff out of the way so that I can show you the finished product in a much more attractive manner. So this was kind of my...
Okay, I'm going to take this away from you.
Hold on. I got a few more.
Okay.
I was combining them all in one bag. Thank you.
This is what apron 2, the second apron, does.
The second apron. All right, so there's that.
That was a phone.
Oh yeah, I forgot to turn my notifications off. My apologies.
You know who it was?
I don't.
I just saw it pop up in your computer. I think it was Kimberly Wells.
Oh, really? How funny. I owe her a call.
We're going to tell her, do not interrupt us when we're creating.
That's right. I bet she's...
Yep, Kimberly Wells.
I bet she's telling me that her sister ended up getting that house. Oh. Okay. Here is our beautiful guacamole, and we want to know how it compares to yours, because you saw all the recipe and all the ingredients, and I will also put them in the drop-down menu below the video. If you look at the title, there's a little arrow next to it on your cell phone. Click that, and the whole drop-down menu will come up.
And please subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe, and then you toast with us.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bon appetit. See you next time for In the Kitchen with Paul and Judy. Yum.
Should we have taken a bite for them?
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
We already know what it tastes like.
This will be in the outtakes. Take out outtakes.
Honey?
I can't get it in there.
That's why last night I served it with a knife.
Delicious, though.
Is it good? Okay, good.
I can taste the cilantro.
Can you really? That's really good. Too much cilantro? No, I think it's perfect.
I think it's great. And the onions are good, too. They're a good balance, actually.
Wow. I love it. I'm glad I asked her again what else she added, because that cilantro makes a difference.